time are you wasting? The fruit's gone blue, the well's gone dry. She's breaking 22, asking who am I? Commiserating. In 2 blinks she's on to the next fling. That's all it took to say goodbye. He scrambles for the hood, but she's off the line. She's been waiting for the chance. Maybe she's never lived. She told him she wouldn't leave, then she did. He's not smiling with his eyes again. She said he doesn't want it, he just needs a friend. He's only getting nervous now the rope is being set. Did nobody ever tell you grapes are better in September? She's laughing when he's not around. He begs for her attention when he's feeling down. He only reaches for him when he's underneath the web. Did nobody ever tell you grapes are better in September? He always cared, but he's had enough. Cause all this constant fighting doesn't feel like us. He knows it's time to move on. She's been waiting for this moment for so long. She never shared why she felt so rough. She broke another heart so she could fall in love. She doesn't give a shit if it sounds wrong. She's fucking City Boys to her favorite song. She's been waiting for the chance. Maybe she's never lived. She told him she wouldn't leave, then she did. And maybe he wanted more. Imagine the look on her face if he's sleeping on the floor. It seems he's found his place. There's no point in him anymore. She needs to find some space. Tripping out of the back door. He said, I fell for someone new, but she's just another girl that looks like you. What's love if it's not true? It's just another girl that looks like you. He's not smiling with his eyes again. She said he doesn't want it, he just needs a friend. He's only getting nervous now the rope is being set. Did nobody ever tell you grapes are better in September? She's laughing when he's not around. He begs for her attention when he's feeling down. He only reaches for him when he's underneath the web. Did nobody ever tell you grapes are better in September? I fell for someone new, but she's just another girl that looks like you. What's love if it's not true? It's just another girl that looks like you.
Hello! Wait, let's do that one. Hello. We're back on the streaming grind. It has been a while, hasn't it? Yes, well, my A-levels are officially finished as of almost a week ago. But I delayed. Because I was at work. So this is the first stream back after the break, even though I technically streamed in the middle of my A-levels once. But we pretend that didn't happen. We deny it in court. I'm just looking at a thing, and my desktop audio is significantly too loud from the looks of things. Okay, that should be... I think that's fixed. Okay. Music minimo. But yes, we're back. We've got the scene up and running. This whole thing going on still. Our camera has not upgraded even slightly since we last streamed. It is still an iPhone on a tripod hanging off a second monitor. But yes, Minx put a photo out and I was just like, oh my god, this is a very drawable photo. So yeah, we're drawing Minx for the first time in like a year. It actually I think is a year since we last drew Minx, so I suppose that's kind of fitting. But yeah, in other news, what have I been doing since last time? I think this might be mirrored, but this looks kind of shit on the fling, but this is what I painted since last time. I didn't stream this because I technically started it just as my A-levels were finishing, so I was like, I shouldn't really be streaming, but yes. That is the painting update since last stream. So yes, let us begin. The Haines named-haines tradition of hearing desktop notifications come through to my phone while it's being used as a camera has not been lost in the 2 months since we last streamed. So yes, the gridding up process begins once again. It has once again occurred to me I haven't actually put my photo in the little bottom left bit. I'm like, where am I pointing? Bottom right? That's going well. I haven't actually put the photo in the bottom right bit yet. And this is where we play. Can I even see it? Image. Browse, 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 browse. Oh, that's big. Pop that down there. There you go. Now the image I'm referencing can actually be seen on the stream. I think that's in the right place. Yep, close enough. Cool. Let's get on with it. But yeah, real-time tech support is a key tenet of the stream. Has also not gone away. I think that's pretty much it for updates, just what I've been drawing until my exams are finished. Oh yeah, one other thing. Since I last streamed, the Bedrock and Java merger that they've been talking about for months finally happened, where I can play Bedrock Windows version on my computer now. So we might be getting a return of the Hive Death Run streams, which I think was the first thing I ever streamed. I'm not entirely sure, but yes, it'll be a nice little callback to be able to do those again after like almost 2 years. I know I did the 1 year stream celebration on the 17th, but I'm fairly certain I streamed Death Run before that point, because that was the first time I ever streamed on the SFO server. You really can't see the grid at all in this, but oh well. Yeah, this is the same sized just bit of cardboard that I used on the Orion Sound drawing, because Art Student Gothic is to use anything but actually paying for a canvas. Also oh yeah, there's another thing happening this week. It's Tommy and Its live show on Friday, which I will be in attendance at, so on the off chance you're a named-haines viewer also going to be at the Brighton live show, come say hi. I don't know, maybe I'll see you in a queue or some shit. We're doing this bottom up. There we go. We're doing 2-inch grids this time, because on a scale this big, 1-inch grids just feels like excessively small. Okay, and one at each end. realistically, I probably could have gridded before I went live, but I just wanted to be live, you know. There we go. I have no idea if I fixed the alerts to the point where it will, like, show up with the proper noise, but we live in hope. Yeah, as well as the Tommy in It live event, it's also my prom this week, which is quite interesting. Well, it's not that interesting, but it's something that's going on. There's very little to talk about when you're just drawing repeated grid squares on the blandest colour card. Oh, one interesting thing that happened this week, though, was that James Marriott released Bitter Tongues, which I think it's been so long since I last streamed. I think that EP actually got announced between me last streaming and now, which is a little bit funny. If you see me looking sort of up and to the right a bit throughout the stream, it's because I've got the second monitor actually on today. I know, look at me, I remember to use my assets. And it's obviously up and to the right, whereas the camera's on the left. In theory, I could swap it so that I have the image I'm referencing and the camera up there, and then the stream down here, but I think in the long run I'll end up looking at this one more, so it makes more sense to have the I'll be looking at the reference image more than the stream, so it makes sense to keep it with the camera. Word salad almost came out unintelligible. It could be understood. I've said twice now that my next painting was going to be in oil because I haven't used oil since last year. I have continued to lie. I think I'm going to do this one in acrylic as well. Well, I say having all my acrylic paints out already on the table. I'm going to see if I can incorporate my acrylic markers that I used on the Wilbur stream into this, because they are technically acrylic paint just in pen form, but I have no idea whether they'll be effective or not. What I really need someone to invent is an acrylic paint that doesn't dry so fucking fast. That's what I really need. Because I would be using oil because I think it's a more interesting texture. However, it comes in no fucking colours. So that's why I end up using acrylic for everything. Because I was thinking, hey, Ollie doesn't have extravagant hair, that's why I'll do that painting in oil. And then I was like, oh right, highlight colours on the skin and also pretty colours. And that plan went out the window almost instantly. But yes, the drawing stage begins with the camera being as... It's got a good... I don't understand. This camera has a better... like, when it looks like a lot close like this, it almost looks decent. It's got a better frame rate than this one, because you can see this goes to pixels up here, but not so much down here. This is like a... This is a fucking camera. It's a camera, but it's a potato. I'll cease my ranting for now. I did slightly edit the photo. I don't know if it's that obvious on the small pixelated version I put on stream, but yeah. Turn this around a bit, just at a slight angle. Oh yeah, that's another thing I noticed. How it just looks at this. I only just that's the wrong way up for the camera. I only just noticed that was transparent. I was like, why does my gold never look actually transparent? You can always see the grid line over it. It's because to make my gold backgrounds, I've been mixing these two, which is fucking Tesco craft paint and stuff, acrylic that's meant to be transparent. Like, no wonder the manifold background still has grid lines on it. Rant over. But yeah, I slightly edited the photo. I heightened the saturation on some of the like warmer sections because I think it looks cool. I have an alternate version where I have... Where's my cursor? There it is. I have an alternate version where I added a bit more blue saturation to make the other sections darker, but I think I prefer the generally just warmer one. So that's what we're going with. Anyway, turning that a bit. I don't know what colour background I'm gonna go with yet. It's so bit loud in my ears. Yeah, I don't know what colour background I'm going to go with yet for the drawing. Because it's kind of like a beigey yellow one, but I feel like that's too similar to the colour of the cardboard, so... Might go with another sort of pinky sort of colour like I did last time. I don't remember what the song is. What have I added? Ah, it's this one. This is a Today edition. There we go. Move some of some of the programs I'm running into the background. Hope maybe the stream will even have good frame rate this time. Get up my desktop brightness just so I can see this a little bit better. No idea if that'll affect the second monitor. God, this runs so slowly when I try to make it do more than a singular thing at once. There we go. That's brightening that a bit. I don't know why I'm commentating that. It's not like it affects you guys. It's barely visible what I'm doing now, but I promise this will actually turn into a drawing of a person at some point. Try and get in the like individual strands of hair that kind of come round. It's kind of like strands come around here and curling. One thing that's annoying about painting with acrylic is it's quite difficult to get like fine hairs the way you can do with pens and stuff. I keep hearing notifications come through on the thing. Maybe I should have Chrome running just so that I'm not missing stuff. Is that paranoid? I don't know. If we see the stream visibly lag, I just saw the frame rate drop in real time. That's hilarious. Why am I holding my nose? I could not tell you. equals Twitter notifications. You love to see it. Doop doop doop. Hey, MCC date. 23rd of July. Sweet. Brief panic that I thought I was doing. I'm not doing anything the entirety of July. I don't know why it spooked me enough to like mentally check. I think one of the reasons I chose to draw this picture is it's got an interesting framing with where it just like crops half the head out. It's got that good composition. It's got the moolah, the good composition. Is that a layer too low? Oh, yep, it is. Yeah, shout out this rubber that came into half my exams with me and did not get used even once. This is fucking indecipherable. This is the second time I've tried to pronounce that word and just gotten it wrong. That makes very little sense. It doesn't look like much at this stage, but it will do. I should have worn long sleeves. I do not like the feel of cardboard on my arms. Oh well, oops. My arm apparently does not like the feeling. Thank you, bot advertiser. Okay, no, that's wrong. What can I get to put here so that I can't feel it anymore? Yeah, fuck it, bit of paper. Probably not a much better texture, but at least it ain't cardboard. Here, have an unfinished animatic for me to lean on. Hair sort of comes around here, and then sort of down here a bit. Just trying to get sort of loops of hair down. And bring that up a little bit. Trying to get the hair sections in first, because hair's some of my least favourite thing to draw. And it's sort of like a, I think that's a hoodie string, I don't know. Comes down around here. I don't know if that's her hand or in her hair in the top left, but kind of looks like it. Oh, it's like an arm coming up, so it's not a hoodie string, it's a cuff. Brain cells going hard today. I think that's in the wrong place. Oops. Yep, it was. Get rid of some of that. And there's just this section to contend with. So it comes around here and down like that. Something I did when I painted Ollie was I did a lot less like sketching and just kind of went straight in with the paint, and I think that worked out quite well, maybe? So, might try that again. Especially because his hair was... I've come to the conclusion that some of my best drawings come from like 144p YouTube thumbnail screenshots. Because that's what happened with the King Schlatt drawing. That was from a YouTube video that I screenshotted. As was this one. As was my last one. It was from the fucking... the Ender Rail music video. So, I don't know, maybe the low quality original image is helpful, which would not be the case here because this is a high quality one, but I don't know where that ramble was going. Man, I hope Lovejoy starts doing live shows soon. There we go. We can see the beginnings of a face coming in here. That's a little bow. Ah, that flyaway comes all the way over here. So out like that.
Now for what we've done. It started out as a bit of fun. Here, take these before we run away. The keys to the gulag.
Sort of goes around like that. I think I've done the lips a little too high. That's too far left is the issue. Because the eye is almost like sideways here.
Found the answer that we lost. We're all weeping now, weeping because there ain't nothing we can do to protect you.
eyelash eyebrow looks a little funny with the harsh sunlight, but it's not like impossible to draw from at all or anything. Damn, drawing her eyelashes got me jealous. I don't know if it's the sort of reddish purple hair. It probably is, but she just really reminds me of Jessica Rabbit looking like this. I just realized I haven't given her a nose. That's a bit annoying. There we go. It looks a little strange from this angle, but that's way too low. I think that's a bit low as well, actually. Yeah, I think that's all too low. I think I've drawn that just generally too low.
Mount up on your fucking shit. Get your fucking shit together. Wake up, look in the fucking mirror, dude. You want that? This could be you right here. Red, gladiator, racing.
Okay, that's a bit better placement.
They try to take everything from me, and I'm still fucking you. Mitch Jones held accountable for everything I fucking done. And while these people get away with shit, I don't. But I'm not fucking complaining. I still have 9 ranked ones, and I'm the motherfucking best. I will prove that shit to the goddamn world to the day I fucking die. Bury me in the goddamn motherfucking downrange sewers and fuck you!
There we go. Got the beginnings of a face just down in there. I think the left side's the harder side of this drawing in general, because of the hand coming through the hair and all that shit, but actually no, I like the hardest part of this drawing is going to be the bodice, because it's got patterns for days, but I'm looking at the bodice and realising what I've got myself in for drawing this pattern. Okay. Oh hey! Hey Ink! Sorry I didn't see your message. It's sort of up on a screen off to my right and my camera and reference image is here. I am good. My day has been good. Welcome to the stream. We are drawing minx and it's a slow process. Because the image I'm referencing is in the bottom right and it's a very detailed sort of... I don't know what I'd even call that, like... bodice? I'll just go with bodice. Yes, my day has been good. Welcome to the stream. How is your day going? Ah, thank you. I've got this here just because I don't like the feel of cardboard on my skin, so I'm just kind of leaning on this, but for the right side of the piece it's not as necessary, but when I was drawing over here it's just like, ow. Kind of zoom in a bit on here because I can see it's the teeth of the hoodie and I want to try and get the placement for that a bit better. There we go. Got COVID, but I'm feeling okay. Aww, I'm sorry you got COVID. At least you're feeling okay. I've never had COVID, but sounds rough just generally to be ill for a long period. I don't know whether I'm gonna go full in and like try to replicate the pattern. I might paint it all. I might paint the lace section entirely black and then go over it with like a light greeny sort of yellow color.
Connected.
There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be an acrylic painting eventually. I set up the paint stuff far earlier than I needed to. Place that one about 4 different times. James Marriott song, we love to see it. Bit of Tongues absolutely slaps. I don't know if you follow James Marriott much, but he released a new EP on the 24th, so that's what, 3 days ago now, I think. And it's got some of the older songs on it as well. I say older, they came out this year. There we go. And now I tackle the hair on the right hand side. And I pressed the wrong button. So, how about not having around to listen to it yet? Well, the whole thing's in the playlist, so if I stream long enough, it's gonna come up at some point. Feels like I'm always getting splinters in my eyes when I draw on this. It's annoying. down there, and then... And this sort of comes down here. I'm skipping that song, I've heard it too much recently. Ah, here we go. This is one of the new songs from the EP, I think. Okay. Yeah, I basically just joined this picture of Minx because she posted it on Twitter the other day, I don't exactly remember when. But I was like, that has cool lighting and composition. So I edited it slightly. The version in the photo down in the bottom right's a little bit edited compared to what she posted. I just kind of upped the saturation a little bit. I don't know if I've already said that. I know I have on the stream, but I don't remember if you were here for it. Sorry if I repeat myself. I really need my camera to be like more this way, but my tripod's not that big and it's just hanging off the screen, so I can't really move it much. kind of drawing flowy, sort of flyaway flyaway hairs going down here. Comes down here a bit. There we go. Just a few folds of the hoodie left down here and then I should be ready to break out the paint. Can go for now. There we go. I don't know if that's a... Oh, no, that's just a bit of cardboard. I was like, how have I got ink on here? I haven't even used my black pen yet. Don't know whether I should bother doing all the details on here before I just go in with the paint. Because I think a lot of them are going to end up covered anyway. And that kind of comes down there. There we go. It's a full thing, see if I can push it. There we go. Just about got it all in frame. Now we paint. I'm going to take my glasses off for this bit because I don't need them to see at this distance and it's just kind of giving me a headache. We mix. I'm going to bring in some of the neon because it just feels fitting. I've got various acrylic paints, some of them are newer than others, like, I've had this one only a couple of months, I got it like last summer sort of time. And some of them I've had since 2015. This pot of purple is very much a survivor. Just kind of getting all of my red and pinks out at the same time. This pink has an issue where sometimes it doesn't like come out. Me smacking it is destroying the frame rate. A little bit funny. There we go. And we'll throw some orange in there because why not? I'll put that. Where can I put this? That can go on the table. It's already covered in paint. Who cares? Oops. There we go. Created a pretty little color spectrum. Now we make an attempt to mix colours. I also put some white in here, which is the colour I am always using and always running out of. We need the blinding backlight on. It has reached the point in the day where I can no longer see properly. There we go. Did that help even slightly? No, it did not. Come on, give us a song that's not sad. Yeah, that'll do. I've got my little button to control the Spotify. I heard the desktop notification. We will open the Chrome to see what is going on, if anything. Realistically, nothing. Cool. That's about the right color, but it's not very it's very transparent. Eldorado on our plate. I don't know if this light is helping at this point. It was not. Commentary goes out the window when it comes to mixing the paints because I'm just focusing on trying to get the right color. Gonna add some purple into the mix, I think. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. It always falls over. I think that purple might bring the colour a bit closer to the colour we're looking for. Yeah, this is getting us a bit closer. But the audio is slightly scuffed. Yeah, the audio for my streams generally is. I'm going to close Chrome again because this laptop I stream off of really is just not great for running multiple things at once. I can try and turn that down a little bit. That brings my mic out of the red zone, and I'll move the desktop audio down a bit as well. I don't know if that's fixed anything, but that's the only thing I can think of where it brings my mic to be slightly less peaking, I think, hopefully. There we go, that's a nicer sort of burgundy colour. I'm thinking that by moving, yeah, a little better. Yeah, I think it's because my voice, if I turn this down in OBS, in theory, the microphone should be peaking less. If I turn that down as, yeah, that's still suitably louder than the music, so I think that might have been what the issue was. I think it might have been peaking, which was causing the scuffedness. There's also probably the sound of laptop fans going a bit, but there's not much I can do about that because the laptop has to be close to the mic because one's the camera. I'm gonna crack out the light purple as well. just because it feels incorrect to be doing any painting without it, because I've used it every time I've painted anything for like a decade. There we go. This purple pot is so clearly like out of paint and has been for years, but I refuse to let it die. Just gonna there we go. That's lightened it a bit and I think brought the colour closer to what it should be. Yeah, it's definitely a lot closer to the colour than the original sort of red I was putting down. I don't really care that I'm drawing on the table here, like this table is just covered in paint. I forgot I added a cover of Portal into this playlist. I think I'm going to do a sort of khaki, almost green gold colour for the background, and I should really do that first. The most fun activity. Peeling the random bits of paint from the lids. I don't actually have any green acrylic paint, so I make do. I might not even need the blue, the silver's making this decently green on its own. That's a nice discovery. I guess the silver paint has components of blue in it, hence why it turns sort of a greeny when I add the yellow. Huh. Oh, and the paintbrush had a bit of blue in it as well. That might have helped. This was my background brush for the Ollie drawing. I feel like this is gonna need many, many coats. Gonna put some on here as well because it's vaguely the right colour. It makes a good base layer for later, even if it is transparent as fuck. I'm gonna bring the purple paintbrush down, I think. Where can I put this where I can secure it? Fucking nowhere, that's useful. I'm holding that in place with 2 Vaseline tins. Grabbed a little bit of the thread there by accident, but oh well. Yeah, it's just a shit ton of silver for this background, probably. Paint mixing content. Well, it does numbers on TikTok. Well, I say that, I actually haven't seen much paint mixing content on TikTok in a couple of years now. You know the kind of videos I mean, where they take like, they'd have it for like DIY stores, I think, but it's where they take just the bucket of white paint, program it into the computer, and then it dots the thing in, like, disperses the little dots of paint in and then shakes and then comes out like completely dyed whatever colour that was. Because the paint dots it put in were like high concentration of the colour, or like the dark version of that colour, so when it mixes with the white it comes out like... Weird little tangent. There we go. That's just getting entirely blown out by the lighting, but it's slow. Hang on. Nope, not even better when I turn the light off. Wow. It's slowly becoming more opaque was what I was trying to say. Oh, I've leaned on the paint and got my arm slightly green. It's going well. I could have probably tried erasing the grid lines before I went down with the green paint, but oh well. Today is going to be a lesson in layering. There we go. It's slowly becoming more sort of opaque over the grid lines. There we go. It always happens whenever I do a drawing on cardboard that the fucking thing just buckles instantly, but with acrylic it dries pretty quickly, so it's nothing that being under a couple of heavy books when I'm not working on it can't fix. There we go. It's a little bit shiny, but I like how it contrasts with the reds of the hair. Gotta move my reference image down a bit. If my fucking mouse would like to locate its cursor, Jesus. Hello. Forgive me moving it out of frame briefly. It's easier to be able to just paint over the void and not have to worry about losing paint to the table. This paintbrush is like falling apart. There we go. Oh no, that's a bit sad for now. Yeah, that'll do. This is slowly turning into the just repeatedly painting silver stuff silver stream, but oh well, it's not like my regular content's any better. Need a bit more yellow in her. Might as well use this one since it's being transparent as shit anyway. As it was. I think we need to start adding a bit of blue now, since I think the blue that was originally in the paintbrush has in fact run out. God, the Leave America line when he does this live in the UK can be heard for fucking miles. Like, unironically on TikTok, I've seen stuff when he was at Wembley from literally like 4 or 5 streets away. And like, it's not uncommon to be able to hear music for miles around here in my hands, but in London, god damn.
Keyboard's like my heart, it shines in RGB and it's full of blood. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I'm scared, pissed off and lonely. I have trouble speaking to women,
I don't know if this is getting any more opaque, but I'm just kind of absent-mindedly doing it now.
Twitter feeds like my brain. I have it on dark mode. Memorize everything she says, so I can use it to guess her passcode. She's beauty, she's grace. She has a profile picture of her gorgeous face. To try and get more sponsors. Try and get more sponsors. Why don't you care? I've spent the past 10 years of my life making you bad. Political enough but not contrary. Sexual enough but not enough to scare me. Give me a reason not to be on my knees. The internet's ruined me. Look, I know I must sound insane, but that's part of the package. If she can't handle me at my worst, she don't deserve my mental baggage. I know you want 6'4", but 1 foot more, and that all must be cool. And to reach the high shelf, be your insect, can't be a threat.
There we go. It's finally opaque enough that you can't see the grid lines down here in the bottom left. So hopefully this layer should be the one that does it for everywhere else as well.
Why does she run when I'm monthly giving her 50% of my income? It feels like my ideas of affection are based around artificial perfection. I just want to
I adore every edit of the song where it just cuts it so it goes, it seems like my ideas of perfection are based. I don't know why, but that entire genre of video, I can't say it started with the Derivacat or Warfare's based one, but that it feels like it did. But that entire genre of just YouTube poop era humor, just related to music videos, it just resonated with me. I have to do this to see if it's actually gridding properly. Hang on. There we go. Turn the light off for a second. Ruin the stream's lighting, but at least I can see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, it's all Wilbur today from the Spotify playlist. My favourite kind of Wilbur fan is the type who's just entirely delusional that he's gonna pick up some of his older content again, like... I think the most delusional is Minecraft but Lava Rises Part 3 Truthers? Or might even be Part 4, I don't know. Or Part 2, I don't remember how many videos they did. But the ones who think he's doing that series are the most delusional, and I have very little hope for them. My Wilbur delusion of content I know he's not going to come back to, but still hold hope for, is the Wilbur Music channel. And I feel slightly less delusional about that, based on the fact that we got the Lovejoy Tommy set from it. That was my day of vindication, after complaining about it for months. But yeah, the SoundCloud is the other one that's just straight up never coming back. The SoundCloud's the best one. Wilbur's Reddit account and SoundCloud accounts are the absolute G's in terms of his content. Reddit, he just shows up to make people sad or appreciate fan art, which love him for it, but SoundCloud has all the like random unreleased songs from the various albums. That's the coolest treasure trove. His 100 player vids, yeah. See, that's the one thing that is actually coming back. Because the server events are a thing that vaguely still happened. Yeah, Wilbur's SoundCloud is the best Wilbur social media account, and it's not even a real social media account, it's a fucking SoundCloud. But it has, like, the background vocals version, no, the trumpet version, that's what it's called. Trumpets and background vocal version of Losing Face, which is the best version of that song that exists, just in general. The 100 player vids are iconic. I think my favourite's the Ant Farm one, where Techno just didn't shut up about spawning Ravengers. There we go, sort of greenifying this side of the bodice. Let's turn this back on a little bit. I can hit the button, Jesus. Accidentally just flicked green paint on my sofa. That's a sign. Gonna introduce the black paint if I can find it. There it is. I'm quickly running out of room on this palette. Oh, there we go. Skillful delivery. To turn this into a sort of greyish colour. I think mixing so much in one place, it's reached the point that all paint mixing does, where it just breaks through my protective layer of tissue that keeps the paint wet. Come on, mouse, activate your thing. I have officially said screw it to trying to do the pattern for this. Go make that a little bit more transparent. Go, a bit of that. It kind of comes in that colour here as well. Oh, it's a lot more opaque when it's got the darker greys in it. I'll put a bit of this here as well. Get off bit of paper. Add a little bit more pink, and then I think we'll have a grey suitably degreenified. Stolen a word from Wicked. Degreenified enough to make the hoodie colour. Because yeah, fun bit of colour theory. If you want to make something less vibrantly one colour, just add a little bit of its complementary opposite, which is technically red for green, but neon pink works as well. And then grab a little bit of black to make it darker. Yeah, I saw on Twitter today that it was like the 1 year anniversary of the Draws Not Found You Laugh You Lose stream with Jack. Which seems insane because I remember when that just happened. I'm gonna do the whole hoodie in this colour and then go darker, I think. There we go. I think that You Love You is the first one I watched from start to finish. Yeah. I miss Jack's You Love You Lose series. I need him to bring it back. I cannot believe he did not do it in person with Schlatt when he was in Texas. I think the last proper one he did was with Bilzo. I might be wrong for that, but I could be wrong. True, I know. I was like, you're in Texas. You've got so many content creators around you and you're not doing the IRL you laugh you lose it. I cannot believe. More Marriott music. There we go, it's gotten a lot darker now. Did you see the Dream SMP panel this year, Inc? Was it this year? The first Dream SMP panel at VidCon? Because I watched it live and was just like, Jesus. Ah, cool. The whole way through it, I was just like, yeah, that meme where it's just like, I don't know if I have the image saved anywhere, but it's just the fucking thing where it's like, wow, that's so cool, and then that's the speech bubble, and then it's just like, I hate you, when is it my turn, is the thought. That was me watching the Americans getting to go to VidCon. The day the Dream SMP lot does a panel at MCM Comic Con London is the day I can die happy. Some of the questions were interesting, I know. Although, considering the entirety of Twitter was preparing for it to be the worst thing ever, I was pleasantly surprised. I definitely got IRL text-to-speech dono vibe from that one girl who asked Wilbur to say like happy birthday to her brother or something. I feel like that question made a bunch of people realize how the donos sound when read aloud. And a bit of paper. I think the questions at the Taller Duo panel are a bit better from the sounds of it. Because I know it wasn't streamed, but it was on a Twitter space, so I think there's recordings available somewhere, but people are actually asking shit about, like... They were asking questions that are kind of things that get asked on Twitter, but not usually in the donos, and I was just like, yes. have accidentally mixed the right sort of purple of the minx's hair, trying to make just a brown. I don't know if that works. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Drake's a bit puffy, purple tanner and Bumino because people kind of forgot about them when the bigger creators are there. Yeah. I like the question, I forget what it was that was asked, but I like the one where they went around and everyone got to answer. I think that might have even been like the only question Callum answered the entire time. Although I thought what happened with Purple and Purple, Tommy and Wilbur, where they both told him to go up when it wasn't his turn, was quite funny. Asked what they enjoyed about streaming. Yeah, I think that was it. There we go. We're adding in the darker purple highlights. I like that question, honestly, about like what they enjoyed about streaming, because it's not really the kind of thing you can ask in the context of a stream, but it makes sense to ask at like a live event. So that was a good. They were the good. Them was the good questions. There we go. Yeah. I'm interested to know what the thing that Dream kept like alluding to at the while the whole panel was going on about something big happening on the Dream SMP this summer. I don't know if he meant like this summer as in like this summer now or next summer, but I'm fascinated to know what he's fucking on about. Oops, that's in the wrong place slightly. Techno content? Yeah. Because he kept talking about it, and Tommy, I think, on stream mentioned it as well, where it was like something big happening on the Dream SMP this summer and how there'd be a resurgence. And I think Tommy's exact words were like, if this actually ends up happening, he'd stream it every day or something. And techno content would probably also bring that about, to be fair. Oh, the man has not. He'd log on for 2 seconds and move. Yeah, that the Dream SMP is sort of like reducing in relevancy, but I refuse to allow the server to die until we know what techno was building that massive fuck off temple in the new section for. Yeah, few things can rapidly get like dozens of people logged onto the Dream SMP. Techno content is one of them. Literally, like, I know that CPK Ponk and like that lot will literally log on just to see techno because they don't get to see him. Well, to be fair, anyone would as well, and the viewers definitely would show up for that. Or money. Money is the other one. Mr. Beast events always bring people in. Hang on, I have to dip very quickly. Le return. I hope we get more techno content soon. I'll take anything at this point, realistically. Recently, even the little events would live the timeline channels exactly. If we learn anything from MCC coming back for MCC 14 after like 9 months, it's that absence makes the heart grow fonder. Like, the only thing that's even happened at all on a Dream SMP recently is Wilbur tying up his law. So literally anything else happening with anybody would just be, we'd love to see it. I think I saw a post on the timeline the other day that it was like, I think 100 days since we've seen Jack's character in character. And I was just like, oh damn, he's never coming back. There we go. Yeah, I love how my timeline has sort of just become like more and more like diversified in terms of people not tweeting about Dream SMP stuff, because people I followed for Dream SMP stuff back in the day have like moved away from it. And then every time there's like an MCC or a lore event, it's just everyone is dragged back here. Yeah, see exclamation mark Jack, our beloved indeed. And we'll see exclamation mark Jack come back from the war. Oh yeah, but speaking of MCC, we got the new date for MCC, what is it? 23 I think we're on now? Or 22, I don't know. It's on the 23rd, that might be where I'm getting 23 from. I just lent directly on the paint I just put down. That's going well. More of the Syndicate? Oh, I would love to see more of the Syndicate. Has it been 2? No, it can't have been 2. It's definitely been a year at least since we got the introduction of the mysterious 5th Syndicate member. I forget which Greek god it was, or Greek figure, but it's been over a year since that. We've just, alas, no info. Who knows, maybe we'll get something for 2 years since Lamanberg, because that's coming up really soon, I think. It's gotta be almost 2 years since Tommy was added to the server. If not already 2 years. Yeah, there's so many story threads that just got dropped when people stopped playing, and I'm just like, I get it, I get why they stopped playing, but at the same time, I just want to know how the story ends. There we go, a bit of that. Like, how long has it been since the Red Banquet? Because I know the Egg War started in fucking 2020, but I think it's been about a year and a half since the Red Banquet, or was that April? But it's been at least a year. And I still want to know what was up with Rambo sneaking around in the background of that. Remember when Carl was like so excited to bring back Tales from the SMP? He was like, it's gonna be a regular thing, guys, I promise. After it had been gone for so long. And then he came back, did one, and then dipped again. Betrayal. Betrayal of the highest form. Okay, I'm just trying to get down sort of the base areas of colour for the hair. That brings this in a bit. Sitting in the pouring rain. forgot I added Mario music to the playlist for the stream. Oops. Bit more red added to this.
Trying to be funny and stuck in a room. There isn't much more to say about it. Can one be funny when stuck in a room? Being in, trying to get something out of it. Try making faces. Try telling jokes, making little sounds. Oh, I was a kid who was stuck in his room. There isn't much more to say about it when you're a kid and you're stuck in your room. You'll do any old shit to get out of it. Try making faces. Try telling jokes, making little sounds. Well, look who's inside again. Went out to look for a reason to hide again. Well, buddy, you found it.
A little sprinkling of this sort of more orangey colour just around here. And up here. Feels a bit red. Add a bit of that sort of purpley pink. There we go, that's a little bit pinker. Oh, hello. My obnoxiously loud notification is one of the many things that broke, so I'm just going to assume that something happened there. There we go. A little bit of a lighter sort of pinkish colour up here, where the light hits it. Sort of more there as well. Maybe slightly dark around here. Ah, I see what has occurred. Welcome, Stick and Sticks, to the stream. One step closer to affiliate level followers, everybody. There we go, sort of. Just laying down a thin layer of this, like, I say thin layer because it's mixed quite heavily with water. With this sort of lighter pinkish colour. Oh, it's getting stuck to the bloody thing. think we're just gonna fill this in with the watery colour and then probably end off the stream from now. Been going out in a while, but I'm really missing a lot of the light I need. There we go. Not even a Thursday and this song plays. Is it a Thursday? No, it's not. It's a Tuesday. This isn't even out of touch. What the fuck am I on about? Why does the opening to me and Michael sound like out of touch? That is something I will have to investigate now. There we go. I think I'm gonna call it for the stream today. The stream stamina is gone, the lighting from outside is gone. Maybe we will continue tomorrow. Perhaps. But for now, I will see you, well, I'll see you on Twitter in case me still here, but I will see you all at some point.